Hi everybody, here at the Flint Green House in West Point, Utah, checking out the availability of vegetables that they have. And I'm starting here in the pumpkins. This one is a Big Max Howden, it says. This is one of those that would make a good jack-o'-lantern. Anyway, if you're into pumpkins, they're relatively easy to grow. Later on, though, they attract bugs. You'll have to treat them for that. So there's that one, and this one. Let's see what this one is. This is a Cinderella pumpkin, and I think this one is that the same? And this one's a white pumpkin. I've seen white pumpkins, and they're neat for Halloween. This one is a Cinderella pumpkin. I'm not sure what makes it unique, but these are the ones that are red. They're red and orange, and so they're colorful. That would also be good for Halloween. Then it moves over to this table, and this is zucchini. Zucchini is kind of a standing joke in the area because zucchini is so easy to grow. If you can't grow zucchini, you're definitely not a gardener. This is called Black Beauty, dark green skin. I think I've had that one before. Makes very nice bread.
It's kind of lean.
Here we have, this is straight neck squash. And here is spaghetti squash. I have never tried spaghetti squash. I think it would probably be very healthy. Probably better for you than pasta.
I think that.
And as any squash, it's easy to grow. Crookneck squash. I've never been a fan of crookneck squash, but I have had friends and acquaintances say they love it baked with butter in the middle, and they say it tastes very good with your meal as a side dish. And like I said, squash is one of the easier vegetables to grow. It's like pumpkin, you have to deal with bugs after it gets so big. I have tried acorn squash. It's okay. Not necessarily a fan of it, but if you're a squash fan, you'd probably like it, like I said, baked in the oven with some seasoning and butter. Good that way. And this alfresco mix. So this is a salad plant. I am not familiar with it. I have not tried it, but I could see that it would be very healthy to add to your salad, kind of like the mini greens. Would be very good for that. Yeah, these are all salad plants. That looks like a turnip. Let's see. I guess it's not. No, it's more of the alfresco. I have had these as mini greens. These taste really, really good in a salad. And as you know, you can buy the little kits online in different places, and then you can just grow them inside your house in a good, well-lit area. Onions, of course. Walla Walla onions. Walla Walla onions are, I guess they originally were developed in Walla Walla, Washington, And they grow great onions up there, besides apples. And these are I think these are, they're golden skinned, but they're not really strong. They're a sweet onion. So they'd be really great for salad and stir fry and things like that. What else? And this is bunching onions. I haven't had bunching onions. I've had the walking Egyptian onions, but bunching onions, they're nice, I think, for cooking. And they're a mild tasting onion. So that would be very good for cooking if you want the flavor, but you don't want the overwhelming taste that onions can have. Eggplant, I like eggplant. I like eggplant because you can slice it and you can put it in a casserole, Italian casserole, and it is really yummy. It's really good and gives you a lot of good vitamins. And this is another variety. This one is a shinku. It's an Asian eggplant. The shape is the same shape as I've always gotten. I think the eggplant, the Black Beauty, is what I'm familiar with. But again, you can slice these and use them in all kinds of different cooking, such as stir fry and casseroles and things like that. But that would be a nice one. If you're into casseroles, you'd like that, especially if you like eggplant. Not familiar with one back there called Little Fingers, little smaller eggplant. And it skips to melons. And here we have watermelon. This one is the yellow meated watermelon with the stripes. We always called those rattlesnake melons when I was a kid. Yellow melons tend to be really sweet, really great for your summer fruit salads. What else? This one. What else do you need? Yeah, this is another rattlesnake variety. Rattlesnakes go really well, and they are really a really sweet melon. Let's see. That must be cantaloupe. Oh. I expected this to be. Oh, here's the cantaloupe. Ambrosia cantaloupe. It looks typically like the kind of cantaloupe I've always grown. They're so good. They're so sweet, and they make very good salads when put with grapes and watermelon and other fruits. They're great. Taste so sweet. So great for breakfast. Just have with your pancakes or with your eggs. They're great. It's best. I'm not familiar with this one. It doesn't look as orange as what I'm used to. Oh, oval-shaped melon, it says. With a deep orange flesh. It looks kind of yellow, but maybe it's just faded. It does show. It does show an orange flesh in this one, so as it matures, you'll see that it gets to have that orange flesh inside. Cucumbers, something I always like growing. I like to slice some cucumbers. They do so well in salad. Those are like really healthy plants. You have to baby cucumbers for a while when they're first starting. The bugs will try to eat them before you get a chance to even have them grow. So you have to really keep your eye on them to protect them from The bugs like to eat them because they're so delicious. So that's a slice each cucumber also. Barfless cucumbers became really popular like 20 years ago because they're so good in salad. Don't give you the indigestion that cucumbers used to. I like Armenian cucumbers. They have a mild flavor. They're light green. They have a mild flavor, and they mature pretty quickly. So if you're interested in trying that, either Armenian or English cucumbers are really great to try out just for a new, different sort of taste and look about them. This one right here is in a nice deep green color. It's called a straight 8, and that's a popular variety that's been around for a long time. And they make good slicing cucumbers, but I also like them for pickles. They make good pickles. Go. This is my weakness. These are lemon cucumbers, and they are awesome. You have to try them. Try at least one hill of lemon cucumbers, and they look so great in salad. And they have such a mild taste. They taste so good. And as the sign says, you can eat them like an apple. They're so good. But if you want to eat them like an apple, you have to get them before they get too mature, because then they start getting tough. But they're very, very good. This is a really nice variety. These are called everbearing strawberry. And the nice thing about everbearing strawberries is that they grow and produce in early spring, and then when it gets too warm, they will slow down, but then they will come back again in the fall and produce some more berries until it gets too cold. Really nice berry, makes great jam. I've had both everbearing and June-bearing strawberries, and feel like the everbearing work out better. June-bearing ones are supposed to be able to handle quite a bit of heat in the summer, but then by the time June is over, they stop producing, and then they don't come back and produce more like everbearing do. So that's something to think about. Strawberries are the thing. Well, they're so good. Stop. On the other side of the aisle, and starting on this side, are the peppers. These are the jalapeno peppers. Back there is a mild Santa Fe Grande pepper, which would be great for salsa. And if you've got someone who really likes some hot, then they'd want to go with the big guy and the gigante jalapeno peppers, which are a little more spicy if you like spicy salsa. I have used serranos, but they only have a few of those here. I always use some of the jalapenos for salsa, and they're great, but I will stay away from the Carolina Reaper. The Carolina Reaper is the one that's so very hot. And yes, like it says, mature fruits are deep red, bumpy, fruity sweet, immediately followed by the bite of molten lava, very hot. Gloves should be worn when handling this because the peppers will burn you on your fingers. Really hot. If you like a challenge, then the Carolina Reaper would be right up your alley. I'm not familiar with the poblano pepper. It says it's Mexico's favorite chili pepper. That's probably why I'm not familiar with it. They like to use it with chili rellenos and just eat it as it is because they're used to that sort of thing. I'm not into hot peppers, but if you want something for your chili that needs hot pepper, you can consider this one. Now, sweet banana peppers are nice. They're great on sandwiches. They're mild and they're just pretty tasty. They have a tangy flavor, but they're not hot. Those are nice. Another really hot pepper, habaneros. I've had family talk about habaneros and taking challenges to eat habaneros just as they are, and then they have to reach or run for water because they're so hot. But it just depends on what you like in the way of peppers. If you like them hot, maybe this is your type of pepper. Anaheims are great for salsa. I love to use Anaheims in salsa. They are hot, but they're not as hot, but they make a really good flavor in salsa. And of course, I grew up eating bell peppers with my family. We always had bell peppers in the summer, eat it in salad, eat it with stuffed with meat and cheese and vegetables. It's very good. And just like to eat it like an apple. It's so good. It's packed with nutritional value, has really good vitamins in it. It'll be really good for anybody to eat. If you're not used to peppers, they can kind of upset your stomach. You have to have something with them to have quite a bit of acid, so you'd probably want to eat something with them to make the acid a little less challenging on your stomach. Something to balance it. But they're great in the salads, and they're great in spaghetti, and they're so great in casseroles. I love to use them in lasagna and spaghetti. Hi there. Hey, we're back from day one of our tour of Flint Green Houses, but I'd like to take a minute and show you the progress of my little mini garden that I was growing here. If you want to take notice, almost all my peas are up. These two rows right here are my peas, and I just wanted to note to you that when you're planting peas, you want to do 2 by 2. You want them 2 inches down and 2 inches apart. That's like the standard for growing green peas. They grow much better that way. And I may have pushed that a little. I put a few extra seeds in here because I know that this is very good growing soil. It has extra, it has some fertilizer in it as well as some other good nutrition for the plants, so I expect these are going to do very well, and I don't have to worry about putting fertilizer in there for them. And so I didn't mind putting in a few extra seeds to see if I could get a little bit more yield on my garden. And I wanted to note that over on the corner, you can't see them very well, I've got some microgreens coming up over there. I hope to see more of those coming up because they're so good. I love them in salad. And we'll see how it progresses, but right now it's looking really good. And I'm grateful to see them all popping their little heads out of the ground. And we'll just keep checking into it. So without further ado, we will see you tomorrow on the second day of our tour of Flint Greenhouses. We really appreciate them opening their doors and allowing us to do video of some varieties of plants for the garden and flower garden and vegetable garden that you might be interested in. See you next time.